So guys, when Sowore tells you that there is an Igbo agenda with the federal government, as in the federal government of Nigeria will not allow the Igbos to breathe just because of that hatred, I mean that natural hatred that is perceived, that they have for the Igbos. Now, take a look at this headline. Nigeria prosecuted 100 terror financiers in 2 years, coming from Tinubu. Nigerians have been wondering on Twitter, as in when and where did they prosecute these people? We know that the UAE sent a list of those whom they discovered are the ones sponsoring terror in Nigeria. They sent this list to Nigeria under the Buhari's government. Buhari didn't do anything. Tinubu now came in. Tinubu has been sitting on that list. You can imagine if that list was made up of the Igbos. Do you know what would have happened? If that list was made up of Igbos, that they are the ones sponsoring terror in Nigeria, the federal government would have lost its anger on Igbo land. I mean, they would have, oh my God, I don't even know how to describe what would have happened. But now, the federal government is trying to cover up for terrorist financiers in Nigeria, telling us that they've prosecuted hundreds of them. We are asking when and where did this happen? Now, take a look at this other headline. It says, Igbo Council petitions Nigeria Chief of Defense list 90 Southeast checkpoints where road users face extortion, humiliation by military, joint task force personnel. Igbo land is on a lockdown. If you know what these security agents are doing in Igbo land, you will know that Igbo land is on a lockdown. Business flow is being disrupted. Movements are being disrupted. I mean, so many things are being slowed down because of all these checkpoints. You can imagine 90 checkpoints. But when you go to the north, where we know we have terror, bandits, and all kinds of things, there is no checkpoint. There is hardly anywhere roads are blocked. But when you come to the southeast, we are living in bondage in the southeast. The federal government is the one responsible for all this. And when people begin to agitate, you tell them they cannot agitate. Now, an Igbo man cannot be the IGP, an Igbo man cannot head the EFCC, an Igbo man cannot head the military, an Igbo man cannot. Nigerians, let's be patriotic a bit. Let's just be truthful to ourselves. If this is the right way to treat a people who are part and parcel of this country, just take a look at this action, this reaction by this man. Just take a look for yourself.
President, Vice, Senate President, Deputy Vice, Forces in Mamina Police, even na NEPA, non-easy. Then he be custom, NPC, even my prison, six bezio never only see, that's man the prison. That's a hazard behind them.
Bring the terrorists.
No, me. In fact, they are not just the problem of the North, they are the problem of Nigeria. They are the problem of Nigeria. Just look at it. Yes.
What's the nnamdi Kanu get to do with
I said, one of them said that anybody who said they should release nnamdi Kanu is an enemy of Nigeria. Meanwhile, their own sons are over there, are ravaging the whole place. Was this nnamdi Kanu? Toju Bello nnamdi Kanu. Look at what he has done so far. Look at how they are pampering terrorists. Pampering them. Making them look as if they are their kings and all that.
My people, the Ganji National Heritage, where this is some joint body of some northern groups, their association national president don't come out contact say the problem of the north now inside the north today. Say in fact the reason we make the north in the develop, say now northerners when they sabotage the north, now they make the north not to be developed. Because of say waiting, because of their selfish interest and politics. Say in fact, both past leaders and present leaders of the north say that they make north no great develop, now they don't turn north to the poverty hub and poverty capital of Nigeria or of the world. This is not the first time why they hear a northerner talk this kind of thing about and follow northern leaders. In fact, as they talk the thing for a conference, we say they hold in honor of Sir Ahmadu Bello, where he say, if I say, since Sir Ahmadu Bello, that will be the former Oga Patapata for the northern Nigeria. See, most people will be northern, will be leaders who come out from the north. Say they don't dabaru north, scatter finish. Say because everything when they pursue, including the insecurity for the north, say now northern people use their hand because of to scatter their own region. People come there and say, waiting person get to gain if it's scattered in one place. For example, that means today here with me, Pastor Darlington. Also, listen, catch me. Pastor Darlington, if this accusation will be saying this Oga make, when in Ahmed Abdullahi, if the accusation will be saying make not true, how possibly would they say now northern leaders that might be responsible for the impoverishment, the underdevelopment or non-development, and the anyhowness and the insecurity when they go inside the north? How possible it is? What if people get to go to do their own people that kind of thing?
Precious, sir? The answer is staring at you in the face.
How?
Since independence, who have held the office more than the other region in the country? Is it not the north? What do they have to show for it? Nothing. The man is speaking the truth. It's the same thing Sanusi was saying the other time that made him to become the bad boy of Buhari government. The few northerners that are speaking out now, I think it's too late for them because they cannot tell me they didn't know what they were doing. These are people who just believe that terrorism, violence will give them what they want. They have seen that the thing has backfired.
Terrorism how?
Yes. Who went to go and bring these people from outside here? Who?
Oh, now northerners then bring the terrorism.
No, na me. You were not here when they went to go and bring them. Say they should come. Oh, they should come. That the jihad has started in Nigeria. Without looking at the peculiarity of Nigeria, whether they will succeed. Okay, since independence, what have they done to, liberate their people from ignorance and give them education? You saw when Jonathan built Al-Majiri school. What did they tell him? He tell you that now what we don't need school, what we need is money. So that will tell you that these people, their way of thinking, their way of reasoning, in fact, they are not just the problem of the north, they are the problem of Nigeria. They are the problem of Nigeria. Just look at it. Everything we wanted to do to move Nigeria forward, they not kick against it. Let us make a computer compulsory from private school. They say no, we are not ready. It was shut down at the National Assembly. Let us stop child marriage. They say no, it's our religious culture. Nobody should go here. So when you see people with this kind of mindset, do you need anybody to tell you that they are backward thinkers? That is the problem of, but they will never agree that they are the problem. Oh. Do you know that with all this insecurity in the north are still looking for somebody to blame? They are still blaming nnamdi kanu. Yes.
What's nnamdi kanu get to do with that?
I said, one of them said that anybody who said they should release nnamdi kanu is an enemy of Nigeria. Meanwhile, their own sons are over there, are ravaging the whole place. Was it nnamdi kanu? Told Bello, is Told Bello nnamdi kanu? Look at what he has done so far.
They don't go to attack him. They don't go attack us. They kill his son.
How many of their leaders have they killed now? Yet they are still coming. So the north, the day the southern people of Nigeria will wake up and challenge them for what they have done so far, that day Nigeria will move forward. Unfortunately, they have gullible friends in the south here who they will always use. If not, how can a region be so backward with all the vast resources, land, everything? Yet instead of them to cultivate this land, put their children into good handwork and all that, they leave it and they are pursuing violence. Look at how they are pampering terrorists. Pampering them, making them look as if they are kings and all that. They are not even bothered. So the man who spoke, but unfortunately it is late in coming.
How?
Yeah, because from where this is now, violence has become a business in the north.
Whoa.
They can't come it again. It will be difficult.
So by personality, why it become a business? Who they gain from the business? That's the question. Because people will not understand what's happening. Who be the people who they gain from this business? It is those people. They will educate Nigerians.
Good. It is those names, those 400 lists of people that are sponsoring terrorism that the North have refused to open. Those lists, go and see that list. All of them are Northerners.
But if the North, through the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, and Malami will be Attorney General, then no agree release the names and then what to stop this particular present administration from releasing the names? Understanding say these things will also hinder the success of the administration of Bola Tinubu. What to stop them from releasing?
He doesn't want to offend them because
why?
If they wanted it to be open, they would have opened it under Buhari. Do you want Tinubu to cry more than they believe? He will offend them if he begin to pursue their voice now. Because Shegumi have told you that anybody that attack the bandits, they will not vote for him and all that. So when you hear all this is, you can't be looking for evidence again. They know to do so much of violence. Whatever they want, they use violence to intimidate and harass everybody. I have warned them that jihad, that Islamic caliphate they want to bring, it will not work.
But listen, this one when they talk, they do so much on violence. Apart from this terrorism act, where we will not say if you know be human being, wait, cause them, if you be saying a coincidence, you get any instances where you say we don't know where if you tell us where the examples of how did they deal of violence or to use the act of violence to get their purpose.
In 1804, something happened.
What happened?
Some people came into Nigeria called the Fulanis, and the Hausas welcomed them as their brother. Immediately they settled down. They started killing all the Hausa princes and took over the entire north and created the Emirate Council. Go and check. The whole of the northern region, you can't find one Hausa man who is an emir. All of them are Fulanis. And that's what they are spreading down here. What does that tell you? That is a visitor.
Hey, but that one only for nothing. It never happened for this house.
Oh, really? Oh, this one they are coming down here. They are coming to.
For which side?
Oh, you didn't hear that they are spreading towards Oyo and coming down here.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't hear that one.
No, that one they talk saying that just Sharia institute.
No.
So if it's an tactics to
precious, they will not come directly. I told you. Initially, they said that it's Fulani herdsmen who are looking for grazing routes. And I was asking them, I said, so you mean the Fulani need the whole Nigeria to graze their cattle? Can't you see the city here? Do they need the whole Nigeria to graze their cattle? You mean there is no temporary region in the north, in the middle belt, where they can graze their cattle? They are using it as a cover to surround the whole Nigeria and then unleash mayhem. That is the only agenda, nothing else. And I have told them it will not work. Rather, they will create a religious war that nobody knows how to end. So all these things that they are doing all over the place, let them go and settle their region. But to think that they can take over Nigeria is not possible. It can never happen. No matter what they do, no matter how they try, it can never happen. Pure ED can never happen.
Thank you, Barrister Darlington. Thank you so much. As you don't help us enlighten the people, well, I would like to hear your comment about this. And if you're from Hausa and not Fulani, make I hear from you about waiting Barrister Darlington talk. Make I even know how the team make you feel gong and what you think about
the Hausas are not feeling happy now because they have removed their hand. Go to the north. Even all this political leadership, they are not there. All of them, they are not there. The Hausa man is not there. And you are telling me that there will be problem there very soon. One day, the Hausas will rise up to take over their land. Because these people are visitors. They know. My worry is, why did you even allow them to be doing what they are doing? This particular group of people, they don't want peace. Anywhere they go, they create problem. Yes. I said one day, the whole Nigeria will say, no, we are tired of your nonsense. Maybe that day they will know that yes, so the chicken has come home to roost.
Alright, drop your comments, make sure you subscribe and follow us, put on the notification, turn on the notification button, make it be so you know when we post every time. I appreciate you, Barrister Darlington. Thank you so much as you follow us today in the studio. I appreciate you as you join us. We will continue to educate Nigerians and to talk about things that will be the core of the matter what happen for inside our country. My name is Precious. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.
So guys, like you've heard the lawyer said that somebody was saying on Twitter that releasing nnamdi kanu, anybody that supports it does not like Nigeria. We are talking about a region. See, Nigerians, you need to sit down and calculate how much northern Nigeria, how much they've inflicted this country when it comes to the level of terrorism that has come out of the north. What is the north agitating for? Nobody knows. But when you come to the Southeast knows why they're agitating. The Southeast people know why they're agitating. Now, the federal government created a vacuum in the Southeast. After the Civil War, there was some work left to be done. Some reconciliatory work was meant to be done, which the federal government ignored. Years have come, years have gone. Younger generations have come up. They've been asking questions as to why has the federal government turned its back on Igbo land. And that is what gave rise to this, agitation. So it is clear to everybody that the Igbo land have the right to protest, as in to agitate. This is a region that provides the oil. Southeast and South are the ones providing the oil that Nigeria is living on. But they don't get any benefit from Nigeria. Now, when you go back and just take a look at how long Nigeria has been fighting terror coming from the north, and how the northern leaders are paying less attention to all that. The northern leaders have the potential, the power to quench and to stop all these things happening in the north, but they don't. Look at the political leaders. They only use their population during elections. After that, to your tents, O Israel. And all these things have been happening in the north. Nigeria have been spending to stop terrorism, and nobody is saying anything, only for Tinubu to come out to tell us that they've prosecuted 100 terror financiers. We want to know, when was it in the dark or in the open? How did it happen? When did it happen? And all this boils down to the marginalization the Igbos are facing. Look at recently, the military went to the Southeast. Whether they were looking for the ESN or the unknown gunmen, and from the air, they bomb. Oh my God. You need to see one village like that in Imo State. They scattered everywhere. This thing happened recently. And nobody is held responsible. The Igbo land is a place they can do anything and get away with it. The Igbo people are not even speaking up. Like recently, there is this northern women group that came up to reject Tinubu's tax reform. Igbos are so silent. We don't have any active women group in Igbo land when we have so many of them that are well learned, well educated. We don't have any active Igbo group of men, apart from Ohanese, which is made up of mostly the elderly. We don't have any of those, and nobody is speaking for the Igbos, and that is why we are taking for a ride. I mean, look at the contribution by the Igbos. Many businesses in Nigeria owned by Igbos. Igbos are the ones that move around the whole country, build houses and establish there, and make sure that, they contribute to the development of anywhere they find themselves. They don't look for trouble and all that. But when it comes to fair share, the Igbos are last in this country. You can imagine Tinubu saying he has prosecuted 9 terror financiers from the north. Then you are leaving Nnamdi Kanu. We are not even talking about Nnamdi Kanu's case. So guys, a whole lot is happening in this country. I just hope that all this marginalization will end. If the federal government can handle this marginalization, I think people will stop agitating. But the more you allow this thing to linger, people will now conclude, I mean the Southeasterners, they will conclude that there is no point negotiating, just let us go. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.